The first thing I want to mention, talk about, uh, is the chart to the left is JB's, what are they called, candlesticks? And the chart to the right, I think, are conventional candlesticks which exist in NinjaTrader. I remember having these large arguments with JB over the candlesticks. But he wanted to tie the candlesticks specifically into Drummond geometry so that, for example, in this move up here, there's no red. And the move down, there's no green. Well, there just happens to be a green there. Wait a moment. And this one has a green here for here. So I've been looking at it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and I really don't know which one is best. See this? Look at this to the left. There's your move up. It's all green, right? That's JB. The one to the right, I think, is NinjaTrader's candlesticks, and we got a red in there. Is that a false signal? Well, it was. But there's something else in that the regular candlesticks give a signal earlier. This was going red right here while that was green. Okay? So I just don't know. One of the things is that JB's Hag indicator for NinjaTrader involves a special indicator. And now that he's passed away, I don't know where it's located in my software. I looked everywhere. I don't know where it comes from. So I'm going to, I think, have to toss JB's work. Okay? It's the way it is, life. So let me pause this. So what I'm going to do is just go slowly on this. What I'm showing is so extremely simple and powerful. Powerful, why? Because of the work derived from the Iotum, the energy band, and the Yellow Brick Road. We're going to be tossing away a lot of the Yellow Brick Road. We're also going to be tossing away a lot of the energy band. We're also going to be tossing away a lot of the Iotum, the outer walls, whatever. But we still have on this latest thing is something derived from the whatever the what was it called, Easy on the Mind, and Pro Caps, Old Caps, or I don't know. The honing of 10,000 patterns, whatever. See this green bar? That's derived from the outer wall, inner wall, and blah, blah, blah of Iotum. I call it the spike now. Okay. All know how I love words. Do you notice something here on this chart? do you notice something? There's the lowest part of that spike. There's the highest. Here's the lowest. Here's the highest. Here's the lowest. Here's the highest. Do you see what I see? It's almost as if the spike, which is this vertical green thing painted, is pushing price. It's like the old PL dot. But that stupid spike pushes price. Look at this run up. Look at the lows, okay? And here's the lows. See the lows pushing up until finally the spike high takes over. See what I mean? Price goes up, let's say. See, the lows are pushing price. And then the top of the spikes push price. It's like the old PL dot. It's like the Yellow Brick Road mid. Now, where are we going? Well, simplicity. 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 If you get a green after a red, and then move down, then what's happening? Well, if you're getting a green, obviously red is disappearing. That's quite a profound statement. If you're getting a red, green's disappearing. A sale. All right. Now, let's put that together. For example, here, you can write it on your desk, you can put it next to your monitor. It's very simple. Obviously, a sale occurred. All right. As it was happening, scrub all this, take that all away. But at that particular moment, what was happening? Candlesticks are turning from green to red, okay? Okay. So what was happening was that a sale was setting up with a simple word, 2 words. The sale was setting up, green disappears. That's it. The sale was setting up, green disappears. In this bar, the green was disappearing. Down here, a buy was setting up at that price. Why? Red is disappearing. Just think of it. So you're sitting there, price is going down, all of a sudden you get a green. And you say to yourself, green, a buy is occurring because red's disappearing. So you just say red disappears. Down here, this turns green, red disappears during this bar as you see it. I mean, how simple is that? What else happens? You see green. Red disappears. What else? Spike holds. So for a sale, you just have to learn 4 words. First, 2 words, green disappears. Second 2 words, spike holds for your sale. It is that simple. On it goes. On and on and on. Price cannot turn around until, first of all, the color switches, and that leads to the spike holding, because the spike drives price. How simple can it be? All right. Now, we bring in something from the Yellow Brick Road. What? Just 2 lines. That line and that line. What are those 2 lines? There they are. Okay, got it? You know the Yellow Brick Road, don't you? Okay, let's take that off. Okay, we're back to that. Now guess what we're going to do? Now, by the way, I saw this about 4 days ago. Okay, here we are. So we've added that red line on and this green line. What are they? That's the outer parameters of the energy band. Price always stays within the energy band. We end up having this area for a sale potentially. Okay? We could say this is area 1, 2, or 3, or we could just say that's the red area, this is the green area. There's the red area, there's the green area. Green from there to there. Who cares what these 2 lines are in reality? You can forget the Yellow Brick Road, you can forget the energy band. It's just 2 lines. That line and that line, green before potential buy, that line and that line, red for potential sale. In other words, from there to there, potential sale. From there to there, potential buy. From there to there, green, potential buy. From there to there, potential sale. From there to there, potential buy. That's it. Now, if this red potential sell area is a sale, guess what? What I just discussed, green disappears, red starts to happen, spike holds. Lower green area, potential buy. If so, red disappears, spike holds. Green, green, potential buy. If so, red disappears. Is it? No. Is the spike holding as support? No. Compare that to this green area, or the green area, potential buy. If so, green occurs, the candlestick, whatever, red disappears. Spike holds. Potential sale area. If it is a sale, green disappears, spike holds. And that's it. Down here. A buy, you basically got 4 words. If it is a buy, potential buyer, if it is a buy, red disappears. Is it? Yes. Spikes hold. Are the spikes lows holding? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Now here's a run up. If it is a run up, the lower green will be bought. If so, the space between the green and the red, in other words, this space right there, will be bought. How do you know they're being bought? Well, red disappears, spike holds. There's no red in there, not even any red there, but the spike is holding. Here's one here. That's a red. If it's a buy, if the lower green's a buy in this trend up, then red disappears in this bar. Does it? Yes, you see it as it is happening. If so, spike holds. Here's a move down. When area 1. Is it a buy? Yes. Red disappears. Spike holds. If it is a buy, red disappears, spike holds. Is it? No. No. If you reverse, you cannot get a green, you cannot get a spike being bought. Red has to continue until finally you see red disappear and a spike hold. This area is being bought. Period. Here's a top coming in. Red area. Green disappears, spike holds. You can say that that price area is a sale. If so, then if price smooths up to it with a green, the green will disappear and the spike will hold, making up a red a sale. In other words, a double top if you want. A double top if you want. Now, do you see how powerful this is? Because you can just play along all day long with the simplicity of just the red or green disappearing and the spikes holding. Because if price is down, the spikes will be sold. Things will turn red. If the price is up, at that price level, then red's going to disappear. Bit of red there, but it's going to disappear if that price level is a buy, and the spikes will be bought. And that's easy for the mind to see. The price goes up, it's into the red area. Is it a sale? Well, the space between these two red lines, in terms of the yellow brick road, that's what pushes the yellow brick road, and that's the energy band. But if that red area is a sale, green disappears, and as the selling occurs, the spike holds. Do you see how powerful and important the spike is? And it simplifies all of the OCAM. It simplifies the OCAPs, ProCaps, all that stuff going back, what? How many years? It simplifies it all. When you see the red disappearing, that's your alert. And if that price is being bought, then the spike holds. It's that simple. Okay? Now let me do something else. I suppose I could make it very more simple, but there's a line from the 10,000 tick chart. 10,000 tick. Who cares what it is? Happens to be the top of area 5 on the 10,000 tick. So, are you wondering if it's a sale? Or as price approaches it, what are you going to think when things turn red, when the bar turns red and the spike is holding? What does that tell you about that price level, that line? Compare that to this line here, that price level. If it's being bought, red disappears and the spike holds. I don't see any green. I don't see any evidence that the bottom of the spike is being bought. Same here. Do you? I mean, what are you supposed to do during the trading day? Wait for a line? Well, yeah. You can draw on any line you want. Because if the line is a sale, that green thing's going to disappear, and the spike is going to hold. Whatever this line is here, if it is a buy, red's going to disappear, and the spike is going to hold. Just think of it. And you could also say, well, okay, if this price area is a buy, then the green area, you want to call area 1, area 1, 2, red is 3, I don't know. The red area is being sold here for this line. The green area here, these two green lines, are being bought for this line. Red's disappearing, spikes holding, being bought. This price area is being bought. Now, let me pause. No, let's see what comes out of my mouth. I have been diagnosed with low-level dementia by my doctor. And he says to get my affairs in order and get ready. I can pretty well still remember the room I walked into or the room I walked out of. But they did some psychological tests on me. And oh my, was the psychologist happy. And wrote a 40,000-page memo. The computer decided I've got dementia, okay? Early signs. So I'm instructed by my doctor to get my affairs in order. Now, if that's the case, I don't want the code of this to die with me. The rule of three. Remember the old Peel dot? The rule of three. So, I am thinking of three people to have the open source code on this. And if I go ahead, I'm going to be sending the link to this on YouTube to each of those three people. One is in the United States, one is in Canada, and one is in India. I will be sending a personal email to each of those three to view this on YouTube. And tell me what you think. Because I may be going ahead and sending, I forget what it's called, put the indicators in this thing, and I don't know, you rent, I don't know what you do with NinjaTrader. I think you can get it for free somehow, I don't know. But it would be open source code. In other words, you will be able to go into it and change it and pass it around and give it or sell it to 10,000 people. I wouldn't do it. The reason I'm doing that is because NinjaTrader 8 is what I'm currently using. Now, who knows when I'm totally in la-la land and in a room with a baseball bat attacking the nurse that wants to come in and say, "Hi, Charlie," with my full-blown Alzheimer's or dementia or whatever. I'll tell you one thing. If Karl Marx walks into my hospital room, I will lose it. That I can guarantee. And that dementia is worth it. So I'm just saying, know what I'm saying? But the reason is that there may be a NinjaTrader 9 or 10 and something. So I would want those three people to have the open source code so that they wisely can, somehow get it converted to NinjaTrader 9 or 10 or 10 or 20 years. That's it. Because I don't want this to die with me, and I don't want anyone around me in my personal environment to know. Because unfortunately, my grandmother said your worst enemies usually in your own household. That's what she taught me, my grandmother. So unfortunately, this is a 30-foot, see, told you, dementia's coming in, 30-foot movie, a 30-minute movie, uh, but the three people who I communicate with to view this on YouTube, please let me know what you think personally by email. And then what I'll do is I'll just continue to add to YouTube. And if things are a bit of a go, maybe we can switch to some other, a more private thing on this, okay? But, hey, just look, this is gold, I know. But I'm just saying, does that look like a sale? Do you see a lot of red here? Do you see the lower spikes being sold? On this exit here, to the downside, is congestion. Do you see green here? Do you see the spike being sold out of that red, which happens to be the middle line, the control of the Yellow Brick Road from the 10,000 tick or any line you want? Do you understand? Does that look confusing? Yeah. But is it at all times dealing with our lower green and upper red area? Yeah. And can you tell if that lower green area or upper red area is being sold? Yes. It's being bought. How do you know? Green's disappearing. Spike's being bought. How do you know that red is being sold? Well, green's disappearing and spike's being sold. So during this bar, when you see the red, well, just go short and she blasts up through the spike. Well, it's not a sale. Hey, chop chop. Okay, you're in this price area. You're in this lower green thing from there to there. Any signs that it's becoming a buy? Well, if it is becoming a buy, the red's going to disappear and the spike's going to hold. Are you seeing that? See, without those simple words there, it doesn't mean much. Here was a sale here. Okay? Well, you've got a green there, and a spike is being bought. So you can just get the heck out when you see that. Stand aside and then say, okay. Well, I'm getting red. Well, all right. That upper red area is being sold. Well, I got to get back in the chart again. No greens, fine. With your reverse, with your getting back in short. Yeah, great. No green. And the spike's holding. Great. Back in short again. There's some whipping going on in here. So if you've bought that, well, okay. So green? No, you've got some red. No. Is this price area becoming a buy? Yeah, because the red's disappearing and the spikes are starting to hold. This is chop chop, so you're not in a run. You're not in a run. Well, we've already been through that exit out of chop chop. Okay. That's it for now. Thank you.